Okay. Get your water pouring up for your ozone. Okay. This is your apparatus. This is your diffuser and hose. Silicone works best. This is your diffuser that emits little tiny bubbles of oxygen instead of one big lump of air when you're ozoning. All right, so this one, turn it on. I usually set mine at 30 just in case I forget and have to start all over again. Drop it in. This should be basic, just as basic as a cup of coffee. If I'm using a bottle of water, I'll fill up that as much as I can. Now drink the rest. Doesn't that look delicious? Some say it tastes like watermelon when it's done. Some say it just tastes like water. You have a lot of variants that makes a difference on how it tastes. Some of it is your water itself. How much ozone is in it. So this is your ozone generator. Everybody needs some type of ozone generator. I'm not just trying to sell you this, but you'll be surprised how you can get out of trouble and keep from going to the doctor just by doing this. This covers, when you drink this, it's gonna get to the back of your throat. If you drink it directly, it's gonna, the ozone gas is gonna also get in your sinuses a little bit, which we're not talking about any pain or anything like that. But the ozone gases is soothing, especially for getting rid of phlegm, inflammation, bacteria that you collect all night. You know, all that stuff, and all the way down to your stomach. So when you have mucus and stuff running all night, it goes into your stomach, all down your trachea. So you want to clean all that up. That's what this does. This gets rid of your bad breath. So the smells that you get in the morning is bacteria in your mouth. So you can do your own little routine. You can gargle it. You can just high five and drink it. There's not a wrong way of doing it. Remember, get you this machine. I have them on my site, sellitnow.biz. Sellitnow.biz. It'll cost you about $99, but it'll be well worth it. You can wash your face with it. A lot of things can happen with your ozone generators, especially that people you have babies. You can get you a big pot of water and you ozone it before you wash them. This gets all the bacteria off the child, all the things that would make him sick. Works for girl babies too. So don't forget, go to sellitnow.biz. And I have it to you in 7 days. Isn't that great? I've had this. I had one like this, and I've had it for 7 years, 6 or 7 years. I never was able to keep this one because I was always giving one to my children. I said, "Here, take this." When your baby is sick, you give them a little ozone water. You also can take the hose off here and put it on in your bedroom. Put it on the dresser in a high place. Put your ceiling fan on. Open your closets and the drawers in your bedroom, and it'll get every bit of the stale air out of there, and also make it nice and sweet. And you'd be surprised what it'll do that night. If you have not bed bugs, if you have dust mites, which everybody does, because if we have skin, you're gonna have dust mites. You can't change your bed enough to get rid of dust mites, but you can turn this on and it'll take them out of there, and you'll sleep like a baby. You know your immune system will keep you awake just by dealing with all these crawling things in your room, and so this will get rid of all the little tiny things that aggravate you, so you have a good night's sleep. This particular one is a Ozone 500i. They're not available anymore. This is an old timer, but it has everything inside of it, stainless steel, as far as dealing with ozone. And the other ones work good also, but this is a really good unit to have. So it's been going for 7 minutes. That's what I like about it. Just go ahead and put the 30 minutes on and then count down. You really don't need but about 10 minutes with this amount of water. But there's time where I will do 30 minutes. This will also clean your gut. This will actually produce energy in your body. So you know when you're getting up that morning, you just don't want to get going. This will give you nitric oxide because it gives off O3 oxygen. When the O3 oxygen hits your tissue, it absorbs into the bloodstream and also creates nitric oxide. It also stimulates your mitochondria. Your mitochondria is your key of energy source. So when you're putting O3 oxygen into your mitochondria, it takes it to your immune system and it boosts your immune system. And it gives you energy. And it kills the viruses. This will also help you with leaky gut. If you ever take in ozone, please don't mix it with food. This is not a beverage for that. I've seen people, even though I ask them not to, they'll be eating food and drinking this. I'm not sure that that's a right way to do this. Matter of fact, I know it's not. You take ozonated water 30 minutes before you eat. Some say an hour or two after you eat. Why would you do that? Because if you have an empty stomach, now the gas can go and help your stomach instead of trying to help a bologna sandwich. You don't want this to hit anything but your tissue. Don't mix it. I'm not saying anything will happen, but it just don't make sense. Coat your stomach with ozone. Don't treat your food. Treat your tissue. Well, I might do 10 minutes. Yeah, let's just do 10 minutes. You'd be surprised how much ozone is stored in that water. Whenever you put ozone to water, they considering it dissolved into water. If we do the oil, they consider it dissolved in oil. When it's in oil and you put it into the refrigerator, it'll stay for about a year. Well, probably a year and a half. But if you put it in the freezer, it'll stay in there indefinitely. If you take ozonated oil and you put it on the counter, they said it gets weak within a year, but I don't trust that. I wouldn't do a month being on the counter because I want all of the potency of what I'm using. Just put it in the refrigerator. Don't put it in a hot car. Now we've done experiments with this oil. Okay, I guess I'll go a little bit longer than 10 minutes since I'm telling you what the ozonated oil will do. In Ghana, Africa, we've done an experiment which was necessary. We had a young man that was sick for at least a year in the bed with his extremities turning dark because it was the lack of oxygen. Well, we took the oil that had been infused with ozone for 48 hours. It bubbled just like this for 48 hours and it was stored in the oil. We took the oil, I guess it was about maybe 2 ounces, and we was able to coat his body. We coated his body the first night, he felt better. Why? Because it put the nitric oxide into his tissue. It's just like nitroglycerin pill or just like Viagra on your skin. The next time we done it, he was sitting up in the bed. He done it third time. He was getting up and he was walking. Well, he got outside and started walking wherever he wanted to go. The fourth day, he was driving his car. That's the power of ozone, which creates nitric oxide, which creates blood flow, which reduces inflammation, which kills viruses, which kills fungus, which kills 134 different diseases. So pick your fight. Find out what your problem is. I would really like to see what it would do for people with lupus. The thing with lupus, you need to keep the chlorinated water off of them. You need a filter, activated charcoal filter on your faucets. You need one on your shower head. Every time you put that on you, it's poison. Most people are allergic to it. You can go to my other site for water and different things. It's gniwater.com and watch the videos. Well, maybe that'll be good for now. Good morning. So now I'm gonna get rid of all this phlegm. I'm gonna feel good when that water goes down through my upper GI. Okay. What I do, I just shake it off and let it run for a while to make sure no water stays in the rock itself. I've actually, over the years, there used to be a logo here, and I put this on here and took it off. Okay, it's not gonna hurt you. We take our water. Bottoms up. You can swish it around your mouth. The colder it is, the better it is. So you want to put cold water. It stays in the ozone. I'm sorry, the ozone stays in the water. And while it's touching things, you have a whole lot of ozone to go ahead and fight these different problems that we have. Excuse me about my little dirty table. I would give y'all some cookies, but I ain't got enough for all y'all. I had to start back taking my medication. I hadn't taken any medication in a long time. I had a problem with bacteria. Then I got sinus infection, and then I couldn't quit coughing. Everybody know I had a heart attack 3 years ago. Well, every time you cough dramatically, it will affect your heart rhythm. It's like hitting your heart with a sledgehammer. How much of that can you take, right? So I didn't have this to get rid of that cough, because when it was going through my sinuses, it was going down my throat. This will stop it from creating that mucus. It'll help your immune system, remember? So it'll quit fighting with the trying to slime something to death. Once I was able to get this, I was cool. But I had already done the damage, all that coughing. So that kept my blood pressure up. So that's what that's for, get my blood pressure back down. Okay, so I'm in good shape today. 66 years old in October. I don't look a minute over 65. Okay, guys, it's been fun. Let me finish my water. Bottom up. Oh yeah, I think I shaved today. I've been having things I just don't even care about it right now. You know, when you have little problems, you might miss shaving. So guys, it's been good talking with you. And I really want you guys to know about your ozone machines. You need them in your family. You need to be able to put this in your living room for a few minutes. Put it at your doorway. A lot of things come in our house. Every time we come in here, we bring the atmosphere into our house. Just turn this on, and actually, this is considered an air freshener because it's only 500 milligrams. So you can actually be in the room with it. And when you're in the room with it, it gets rid of all the bacteria, fungus, and viruses. So when you come home from work, just have a seat, watch TV, and turn on your ozone generator. Let it clean your sinuses and your lungs. And you'll be in good shape the next day, going back to work. Okay, that's it for today. This is Gary Nelson with Nelson's Environmental Services International. Now we are in Alabama. We're in several places in the United States. We're also in Ghana, and we're also in Nigeria and Pakistan. Our team is really having a good time with this, and we also have our own oil. It'll be available for whatever state. We'll make sure that you can get it. We'll talk to you later. This is Gary.